Okay, hopefully we're live. I'm not going to jump out in front of the camera just yet because it's still raining. We're right at the end of the rain, so I'm just I've got my phone under cover at the moment. It's not my phone I'm worried about, it's the microphones. So if there's anyone out there, hello and welcome. Welcome to another live stream. So a very late minute last change of plan. I had planned to bring the dog along and get some dog photos, but yeah, the rain started. I almost cancelled it altogether. But here we are. So if there's anyone in the chat, let me know. I won't get in front of the camera yet. I've just got my... can see and sound good. Okay, good. G'day, Kath. How are you? It's still raining at the moment. It's only very light. So we're right at the end of it. It is quite blue behind me. So I reckon within the next minute or two, we should have some clear skies and hopefully a pretty good sunset. It's looking nice. It's looking stormy. It's looking pretty good. So bear with me. I'm just waiting for this last little bit of rain to stop so then I can come out in front of the camera and say hello. But yeah, I almost didn't come. It was one of those nights where I thought, oh, do I really want to go? But I booked it in. I had it locked in at about 1 o'clock today, so had it locked in nice and early. And I thought, I can't cancel now. A little bit of rain's not going to hurt anyone. And look at that sky, it's starting to do stuff. So it's looking good. G'day, Kerry, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the rain to stop. I'm just sort of covering up my phone at the moment. Just because I've got the microphones connected to the phone and I don't want any water getting in the microphone more than anything. So as soon as it stops, I'll pop around the front of the camera. We are literally right at the end of it. If I spin around, that's what's coming. Okay, so that's what's heading my way. There's literally just a few. Actually, it might have just stopped. It may have just stopped as I said that. So we're almost at go time. But yeah, look, a last minute plan. I didn't want to come here to tell the truth, but it's one of those spots where, look, it's always a good last minute thing. It's not too far to walk back to the car if it starts to pour. G'day, Pete, how are you? Looks promising. It does look promising. And that's why I came here. I had planned to go to Dundarren Beach. I was going to take the dog to Dundarren Beach and get her out in the reflection pools and try and get some nice reflections just for something different. And then as soon as I saw that rain, I thought, nah, she's going to be spitting water all over me and shaking. And so I've come back to the old trusty tree. So yes, hello everyone. Hello and welcome. Again, I'm just waiting for these last little drops of rain to disappear. And then we'll start taking some photos. Now, we've got some nice light beams coming up here. Don't know how well you're going to pick them up on the camera. But yeah. And I don't want to get water on my screen because it makes it almost impossible to scroll through the comments. So yes, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, like I said, my plan has changed. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, apart from take photos of an epic sunset. That's the plan, and it's looking good. It is looking good. All right, that rain has as good as stopped. Still a few little drips left. So hello, and yeah, I'm back at my tree, but check out on the horizon, the nice big storm clouds, beams of light coming up. It's looking all right. It's looking all right. So, got the wide angle today. G'day Linda, how are you? Hello all, yes, hello all. The clouds have been amazing all day, absolutely. The clouds have been really good, and that's why I planned it. I planned this live stream at about 1 o'clock today, thinking it's looking really good. I need to get out. It was looking good all day, and then it has only just stopped raining now. Literally just stopped in the last minute. So let me get my camera out and start getting prepared. But yes, it is a slight change of plan. But glad I'm out here now because it's actually looking nice. It's looking nice. Really, we've got two things going on at the moment. We've got all the storm clouds to one side and all the blue sky to the other, which is quite interesting. I'm just going to move this tripod because we are sinking. It's going to come a bit out more onto the sand. It's not quite so soft. That's better. Yeah, I saw a bolt of lightning when I went to pick up my daughter from school. I actually saw a bolt of lightning. I got very excited, I did. As soon as I saw lightning, I thought, oh wow, we could be in for a real treat. There is another patch coming, and once we get closer to blue hour... G'day Peter, how are you? Hello everyone. Love the epic storming clouds. Yeah, the stormy clouds are nice. If I wasn't feeding horses, I would be out feeding horses. I'll send my wife around, she'll help you feed them. Then you can come out and take photos with me. She'd love to come and feed your horses. Now that I know you've got horses, that's a nice to know. That is a very nice to know. Let me get my... I'm going to start getting some shots while this light's like this because it might not last much longer. Yeah, storm season is getting very close. Storm season is getting very close. And I am starting to get a bit excited for storm season. I love a good storm. All right, time to take some photos. Make sure I haven't got any raindrops on my lens. So I'm just going to hand hold for now. Got plenty of light. Plenty of light in the sky, excuse me. Oh, that was a midgie. I just swallowed a midgie. I came out here last night and got destroyed by midgies. And had a shocker. I came out last night to try and do a video. Wow, the dynamic range is absolutely off the scale. Let me show you what we've got going on here. I might have to get on the tripod. Yeah, there's a real fireball in the sky. Let me show you my histogram and sort of explain. Yes, please, Linda. Lightning is on the bucket list. The list keeps growing. Yeah, that's the list should always keep growing. G'day, Mike. How are you? Welcome back again. How do you pick them? Yeah, well, you know, it's a special talent. It's a special skill. So let me show you the back of the camera. Okay, now if I try and get my histogram as far to the right as I can, that's about as far as I go. And then the tree is just completely black. Okay, sky is really bright. If I try and get some foreground detail. So this is where I would normally do multiple exposures, shooting into the sun like this. I might just expose for my highlights. I'm not too like, this is one of those places, the foreground is just, I really don't like this. I've been here once before where it was really nice. On the right tide you get the water under here. But yeah, sometimes after a good northerly wind, it you get some nice ripples in the sand, which it's not doing at the moment. I'm actually going to try and hide that bright spot behind the tree. So then we might be able to balance everything out a bit better. See, already I can get that a little bit better. Oh wow, I can hear the bee eaters everywhere. It's rainbow bee eaters everywhere at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to focus on the tree. Let's get our first shot for the night without the flippy screen. How does that look? Terrible. Try again. That's a bit better. Yeah, don't know about this sky. Looks good in real life. Doesn't make for the most interesting photo just yet. It's literally just, it's too bright on that side and too dark on that side. It's kind of very unbalanced. It is literally just split down the middle. I'm covered in midgies. I'll show you the shot. So there's the shot. Just, yeah, don't like the way it's just split half and half. Oh, there's so many midgies everywhere. Hello, Pam. Welcome, Pam. Yeah, look, I'm hoping for. I'm not going to say the word, but I'm hoping we're going to get a nice sunset. I think this is one of those ones. I'm going to have to zoom in. There's a lot happening on the horizon. If I change my camera angle, so yes, hello and welcome, Pam. Look at that horizon. That's what I want. I don't really need the wide angle to tell the truth. I want to be in there. I think that looks much nicer. I don't need a super wide angle at the moment. So I'm going to zoom into 40mm. Frame up similar to what I've got on the phone. Get the tree behind the cloud. Get all that orange off to the left. I'm just looking. I don't want my tree sort of cutting through like I did with that first shot. I do want to separate it. I want the tree on one side and then all that epicness on the other side. So let's, 40mm too tight. We're going to go out to, what are we at? We're at 28mm. We're at about 28mm. And again, just going to get down nice and low. Really exposing for my highlights. That's actually not too bad. I wish I had a flippy screen. Without the flippy screen, I can't. I've literally got to take 3 or 4 shots to get my horizon level. Which way are we going? You'd think after all these years without a flippy screen, I'd be able to line it up properly. That's better. That last one's good. How many did it take me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it on the 5th try. So yeah, flippy screen. Oh wow, these midges are just horrid. I am covered in midges. There's no wind around to blow them away. It's going to be a long night. I'm loving the split action like the edge of a storm. It does look nice. It does. It's one of those things. Let me quickly show you what I just got. I'm going to delete the 5 terrible ones that I just got. I don't need to go home with all of them. So there it is, slap bang in the middle. And to me, yeah, the tree's just kind of separating it. Where here, if we go to, where's the next one? That one. Now I've got it sort of a little bit more offset. So it's not so much splitting the scene in half. It's, yeah, it looks a bit nicer that way. Oh wow, these midges are shocking. Anyway, I'm gonna keep taking photos while it's like this because I don't want to miss this. What I might even do, what shutter speed? We're at a 60th of a second. I'm going to bump it up to ISO 200. Just being handheld, I do want my shutter speed nice and fast. Especially while there's midges all over me. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's just look at our histogram. Histogram is perfect. Yep, good. Okay. And yeah, I want the orange on this side. I might even zoom out just a little bit more to tell the truth. That's better. That's better. Well, that's nice. If I can get it straight. A little bit less foreground. God, the flippy screen is just... That's closer. That's better. That's nice. Just going to zoom in on my image just to check my sharpness. Oh, wow. 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 That's really, I like that. Yeah, I do like that. What's that flying around up there? I haven't got my glasses on. Data. Wow, look at that horizon. I'm probably standing in front of it. Look at that horizon. That's really nice. So there's my last shot. Pretty much what I've got framed up, but just getting down a little bit lower so the tree's not cutting through my horizon. That's really good. Yeah, I'm going to keep taking shots. I'm actually going to do a pano now because now we're starting to get colour over this side. So I'm going to do a pano. So let me get the serious hat on. It's looking good. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. What are we at? We're at about 24mm. Yeah, that's looking nice. So, pano. That's going to be too much foreground. As soon as I did it, I sort of knew. Wow, that looks good. Do one more over this way. And now it's just started raining again. That'd be alright, wouldn't it? Wow. That looks really good. You know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to make a little reflection pool. Let's create a reflection pool. That sky is looking really good. Just by patting down this mud, I'm going to create a little reflection pool. There's a hot tip for you. Now I'll just come back a little bit. And now it's all draining off. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just had my camera in the water then. Yeah, that's this is epicness. This really is. This is nice. I'm going to do it again. Let's get even more. Wow, that is good. How's our histogram looking? I will come and have a chat in a second. Just making sure my histogram, I really want all that. Now that the sun's coming out, we're going to have a quick fireball up there. That looks good. Let's go in. I'm going to go in even tighter now. Not much happening up high, it's all happening down low. It stays like this. I do like to take lots of shots. Let's get more foreground. So by having that faster shutter speed, especially when I'm down on the ground shooting like this, I want that fast shutter speed because hand holding, it's just a bit tricky. Look at that. Welcome to Hervey Bay. Welcome to Hervey Bay. Okay, I'm going to get a single shot. Just checking my histogram on the back of the camera. That's all I'm doing. We're down to a 60th of a second. Oh, midgies. Get that sun just out of the shot. Wow. That's really nice. Look at that. Check out those reflections. Little reflection pool. Let me just check the chat. I've been gone for a while. Tell you what, I just had this feeling. Looks like it's raining. Oh God, the chat. Bear with me, I'm just trying to scroll through chat. G'day Birdman, welcome. Hello, the sky is magnificent, absolutely. The colour, Ultimate, g'day Ultimate, how are you? A bit late to the party. It's changed nicely, it has, it's just turned out. I was standing here in the rain for about half an hour, hoping it was going to stop. Just in time to catch the hopeful magic. It's magic. It's not hopeful anymore, it's happening. Check out that horizon, like look at that. Look at that. Let me quickly, actually, I don't need to take the phone off. Look at that. Got that reflection in front. That's really nice. What am I going to do? I sort of almost want that reflection in focus now. Tide's still going out. It's low tide right on sunset. So even though we're high and dry, the water does come up through the sand a little. I'm going to take, oh wow, look out that way too. I'm just going to keep taking shots because I really, really like what's going on here. Again, I'm going to zoom in. And this is 100% pano. Don't like the fact that I'm hand holding it. Wow. I wish I could get the whole tree in the reflection, but the puddle's not. Let's make it bigger. Let's make our puddle bigger. See if we can get that whole tree in the shot. You've heard of the safety dance? This is the puddle dance. Okay, that's better. That's better. Look at that. Try not to get my camera wet. Still don't quite get the whole tree in, but it's close, it's close. I cannot hold this straight. I hope these are coming out all right. I really should be on the tripod. Let me just zoom in. Nah, they're not super sharp. I'm going to get the tripod out. I'm going to get the tripod out. It's too nice to be hand holding. Oh, some birds. We could get those birds flying through the shot too. That would be nice. I'll be able to frame it up a bit better on here. Be able to actually see what I'm doing. That's nice. Let's get in nice and tight. We'll focus out on the horizon. It's much easier to compose when I'm on the tripod. Is it level? Close enough. 2-second timer. Yes, I don't trust my hand holding skills. We're down to a 60th of a second. I'm shooting up around about 30 mil at the moment. Don't want to bump up my ISO too much. It's at 200 at the moment, which, you know, is fine on this camera. But the lower the better. That sky is doing stuff. I get a feeling we're going to lose it soon, so bear with me while I get these shots. Because this happened last night. We had colour for a couple of minutes and then it just stopped. I can get my tripod a bit more level. You know what, let's get a bit more foreground as well. So I'm going to do a pano for my foreground and then a pano for the sky as well. So when I stitch them together, I can include some of these reflections, which are drying up already, but better than just the mud that's there before. I will come and have a check of the chat soon, so just hopefully you're enjoying this sunset at the moment. We've almost lost that colour. I'll do one more quick pan of the sky. One more pan of the sky before we lose it. Almost on sunset. I'm not sure if we're going to get the epic colour that I'm hoping for. A lot of cloud on the horizon, not a lot up high. Let me get a shot of that tree on its own. That looks good. Looks good. We almost lost that colour, so I'll just finish this up and I'll come and check the chat. But yes, it's quite nice. Quite nice. All right, let's come and have a quick check of the chat. Where am I doing? It's just not scrolling. Why isn't it scrolling? There it goes. There it goes. Oh, is that a super chat? Is that $7.99 from Kath? Did you just send a super chat? Wow. I'll have to give you a little something when we get home. It'll certainly be little, but it will be something. Thank you. $7.99. That's my first paycheck. We've paid it for our own views. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget the Air Guard. Yes. Shout yourself some on the way home. Exactly. Like it, Pete. Hey, Birdman. G'day, Birdman. Hope for a good underglow from the clouds. Yeah, it's right on sunset. You can just see the sun setting now. We might still get another little splash. It was magnificent last night. Yeah, last night it was a very quick, it was all over very quickly last night. Had a little splash of colour for about 5 minutes and then it disappeared. Sun's gone. Sunset is stunning. It is. Look at it. Like now we've got those nice pastel-y colours, which I don't mind the pastel-y colours. So yeah, everyone, Kath, a shout out for sending me a super chat. That's exciting. And I actually saw it. I did see it. It popped up, which is good. Yes, so that's $7.99. YouTube will take $7. We'll get 99 cents of that. I think that's the way it works. Yes, thank you again. Thank you. It worked. Yeah, we've got some nice pastel-y colours now. Let's just get a few more shots while it's like that. Like I can literally see the sunset on the horizon still. So we might get lucky and get another little splash of colour. Oh, wow. Definitely need tripod now. We're very dark. So just manually focusing on the tree. Yeah, it looks okay. It was much nicer before. Blue hour should be alright actually. Blue hour should be alright. So I will hang around. Last night, I cracked it last night. If anyone's watched my Instagram, yeah, last night. I left before blue hour. One of the rare times I just thought, nah, this is garbage, I'm going. So I did. I left early last night. It's stunning. I dropped into Dundarren Beach on the way home. Couldn't help myself. Laugh out loud. Yes, that was my plan. My plan was Dundarren Beach. I was going to take the dog along. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe. I don't know how she's going to go with all the camera gear though. She does get a bit excited and like to jump. So that's what I'm a little bit excited, a bit concerned about, her excitement. But yes, thank you to everyone who's in here and who just witnessed that. That was a good like 5 or 10 minutes of epicness. And look, it'll go off again because as soon as you get this clear sky up here, once blue hour hits, all you need is a little bit of blue sky and we will get some colour. Okay, some nice high cloud, like that sort of cloud up there is really good for blue hour. If you get that really high cloud, that really does light up nicely. The big rain band is slowly clearing. So that rain band on the horizon is slowly clearing. So once blue hour hits, now I just want a little bit of cloud for blue hour, just a little bit. And we'll get our second wave. We will get our second wave of colour. So yes, thank you. That's if I can last all these midges. Oh yes, more and more and more. Absolutely. Now that I'm here, look, I'm here. It stopped raining. The sky's looking good. Yeah, this is kind of that little lull you get after sunset. So this is a time when everyone goes home. This is my favourite time. Everyone comes and watches their sunset and then they go home. Except for the photographers, they know. The photographers know to hang around for blue hour. And yeah, it should be all right. There's some nice, there was some storm clouds out to the left. Yeah, looking good. Glad I came. Glad I did come out. Kath's not too happy that I came out. She had to pay me to get out of the house. So I might shout you to dinner when I get home. It won't be too late. We might actually go out for dinner. We'll spend our 99 cents that YouTube leaves over for us. No, it will be it'll actually be keen to see how much we get out of that, how much YouTube take. Oh, these midges are really eating away at my legs. I tried to cover myself in mud before. If you notice the mud on my legs, that wasn't from accidentally going in the mud. That was deliberate to try and keep the midges off me. Yeah, so plans going forward. I do have a few plans going forward. I'm going to start up our group sessions again very soon. I am going to start up some group sessions again very soon. Stay tuned. I might do an Astro one this weekend. It's going to be a very last minute one. Again, there seems to be a little bit of a gap in the sky. Sunday night, possibly Monday night, is starting to look good. So keep an eye out. I may do a very last minute Astro group session. I will be coming out here on my own one night. I want to be here at midnight because the Milky Way is straight over the tree. Okay, so at that time of year where the Milky Way around midnight, it's the big arc over the tree. So I'll do that one on my own one night, unless people want to come out in the mud with me. I did one last year. I wasn't 100% happy with it, so I'm going to do it again. Kerry definitely interested. Yes. So yeah, this time of year, Milky Way starts to get really nice. It goes along the horizon. So it's all about wide angles and panos. Because yes, I want that shot that I've got framed up right now, and the Milky Way is directly over that tree. And it looks awesome. The sky is looking really good for blue hour. Look at that. Get prepared for phase 2. So go and grab yourself a drink. Go and grab a cordial. Grab yourself a cordial. Grab some snacks. Because in about 10 minutes time, we're going to have oranges and purples and blues, and it's going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice. I've got the mic underneath my shirt too from when it was raining. Has the mic been okay underneath my shirt? I haven't had any complaints about the audio, so it seems to be working okay. Neil, the Milky Way shoot over the tree would be wonderful. Oh, absolutely. Beautiful. Yeah, it will. It will. It's I have got one. I got one last year. And I was out here with Aquadan. There's a funny story. For the first time I ever met Aquadan, we'd been sort of friends on Instagram for a while, and he sort of mentioned that he wanted to do a Milky Way. So I said, meet me in the car park at midnight. And he said, okay. And yeah, I think he turned up thinking, I wonder if this bloke's for real or not. So yeah, before we'd even seen each other, we're meeting up in the car park at Point Vernon at midnight. And that was how we met. In real life. Yep, all good. Thank you. Audio is good. Thank you. Yeah, so I spoke to Aquadan again yesterday. He was keen to get out on the sand flats. So we'll do another live stream with him one day. We'll do another one of those meet and greet type sessions. We might not even do it as a live stream. We'll just do it as a proper meet and greet. I don't need to live stream it because I think we sort of talked over each other a few times from memory. Audio is XO. Good. Okay, get ready for this blue hour. I'll give you the heads up right now. Blue hour is going to be nice. Blue hour is going to be nice. Love his photos. Yeah, me too. I love his photos. He's and yeah, look, he's got a real passion for the ocean, which is good, and it shows in his photos. Like, he even gets out there on days when it's just not ideal conditions, just to get the shot. The amount of effort he goes to get some of those shots, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, especially the split shots where the half underwater, half above water. Yeah, it's not easy. A lot of trial and error, a lot of practice. So And that's it, you know, it's, if anyone, I'll probably can last night's video. I did a video last night and I will probably just scrap it all together because it was crap. But that's photography. Like, you're not going to go out and get epic shots all the time. And that's what you don't see a lot of the time. Like, I've been out, I reckon in the last week, I've been out almost every day just trying to get some new shots, trying to find new locations. You know, I've been sort of tinkering with the idea of doing a calendar. It's not easy. It's not easy to go out and get the shot you want. Like, I've been to this tree so many times, I still haven't got my shot. I haven't got a shot that I'm 100% happy with this tree yet. I've got some that I like, I've got some that are okay, but I don't have the shot. And I don't think I'm going to get the shot until I've got the tide. I really want that reflection. I need to be here on the right tide. I need that reflection under the tree. Yeah. Live stream astro. Yeah, look, I have thought about it, but you're not going to see anything. You're not going to see anything. I've got a little portable light, but you've got to turn the lights off when you do astro anyway. So, yeah, look, I might try it and just to see what happens. But yeah, live streaming and astro will be a bit tricky. It might be not the most enjoyable thing to watch. Unless I can sort of somehow set it up so you can see the back of my screen the whole time. Yeah, split shots, yeah, his split shots are really good. Neil be freezing while we all enjoy the show in our warm homes. I know, it was, I tell you what, when it was raining, while I was walking here in the rain, I almost turned around. I was shivering. It was chilly. And me, being the idiot that I am, I left my jacket at home. I left them, yeah. Let me know if you come here tomorrow and I'll join you. Yes, okay, I'll let you know. I want to take the dog, but I probably should not do it on a live stream for starters, because, yeah, I'm just scared that she's going to knock over something. She does get a bit excited, especially when she's out in the wild. 12 tree, exactly. The calendar will be this tree every month of the year. It's and I tell you, I've almost got a shot of this tree for every month of the year. I do. Yeah. What's the shot of your tree? I don't know yet. I don't know what the shot is. No, I do. I need to be here. I need to be here on the right tide, so I've got the water under the tree. I want the water under the tree with the reflection. I want the sun. In the middle of summer, the sun is further to the left. So in the middle of summer, the sun sort of sets southwest. So I want the side light. I want the side light on the tree. I want the reflection under the water. And I want a blue sky with just a little bit of pink wispy cloud. Okay, I don't want big epic colour. I've got big epic colour, and the big epic colour takes away everything from the tree. I want, you know, almost a clear sky with just a little bit of the wispy pink clouds against the blue, with the side light coming onto the tree, and the reflection. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. But that's the shot that, yeah, that's the shot that I want. That's the one that I want. What's your picture in your head? Yeah, exactly. That's, you know, it's one thing to picture a shot in your head and then actually get it. Like, it really, it could take years. It could take a long time. What I really don't like about this spot is this mud. Okay, the mud, like, even when I tried to create a reflection before, it's not a real reflection. I just don't like the foreground at all. You know, if this tree was on a paddock, I would get out there and mow the grass to make it look nice. But here, yeah, just got to be here at the right tide. Be here at the right tide. Have water under the tree with a reflection. Yeah, the side light coming in from here, which will be in the middle of summer. And yeah, the blue and pink wispy clouds. You sound like me, exactly what I want for a couple of my bucket list shots. Yeah, look, you know, you can always dream. And one day it'll happen. I'd love it to happen on a live stream. That would be special. That would be special. And that's kind of, you know, another reason I do live streams is So far of all the live streams I've ever done, there's only been one session where I got the shot, and that was at my 4 trees over there. That night, that was epic. That was really epic that night. Again, the sky. You could argue that the sky was too colourful. Does Jade have golf tomorrow? No, next Thursday. Next Thursday. So yeah, every second Thursday Jade has golf. But yeah, I'm still planning on doing a poster soon. I'm going to get Jade out, and we'll make a poster for her. I do like the side light on those tree canopies, especially with water under. Brings in more colour. Yeah, exactly. I really do like side. I don't like shooting directly into the sun, but a lot of the time that's where all your colour is. You just got to shoot into the sun sometimes to get all your colour. I do much prefer side light. And we've had a few nights out here where I've sort of shot more this way to get the side light, and it's okay, but it's just that foreground. The foreground is just mud. It is mud. Okay, we're getting close to Blue Hour now. It's starting to do stuff, so I might get set up. That cloud, I was hoping that cloud would break up a bit. I like the way it's all sort of coming out this way. Where's my fingers? There. I like how it's kind of angling. So if I can get that tree, I'll show you what I'm going to compose. We come around here a little bit more. Look at that. Have the tree in the middle and then the cloud coming in on angles, if that makes sense. With the sound effects. You've got to add the sound effects because it makes the photo look better. Okay, so yeah. I do like, there's still the rain clouds on the horizon. I did decide whether I want to hide them behind the trees or not. And I'm going to. I've got to hide them behind the trees. Get a bit of a back glow on the tree. Let's go wide angle. Let's just get all sky. Put the tree slap bang in the middle. It's not quite the epic Blue Hour just yet, but it's close. Check my histogram. Oh, wow. My histogram still. I'm overexposing. Not overexposing, but blowing my highlights. It's very dark. I'll do multiple exposures. Do one for my sky. One to get a little bit of detail in that tree. You don't need too much detail. I don't want detail in my foreground at all. I'm not too concerned about the foreground, but yeah, just to have the... Because I can see green in those trees, and I mentioned that a few times, that, to take a photo is one thing. If I take a photo and keep my highlights under control, the tree is pitch black, absolutely black. But looking at it with my actual eyes, with my real eyes, I can see that green easily. Okay, there's plenty of green in that tree. So that's what I do. I try and recreate what I can see. Not recreate what the camera sees, recreate what I see. So that's the main reason I do multiple exposures. If I try and do it all in one, I'm going to blow out my sky. The tree's going to be black. I'm not going to see the orange, I'm not going to see the blues. So multiple exposures, I can see that green that I can see, and I can see my highlights. Over that way looks nice. That's the sort of side light that I like. Let me spin you around. That's almost like what I want. This kind of blue sky. But yeah, all that sort of, a little bit more, not so busy. I don't want my sky, this is my dream shot. I don't want the sky quite so busy. And, reverse that around. If our tree was here, that's what I want. I want this side light coming in from here, the orange coming in from that side. And kind of a sky a bit more like that, a bit cleaner and more simple. Where this one, this looks like looks like a giant bat, to tell the truth. Looks like a bat sky. And your recent shot of the jetty, yeah, I love that. That's that shot of the jetty. I printed that for myself on a nice big acrylic, and it's incredible. I love that shot. It was just one of those nights where everything was perfect. I had that side light. I had the colour that I wanted, those blues and the purples, the pinks. Yes, exactly, Ultimate. That's one of those shots that I probably won't get again, because it was just everything about that was perfect. I love that shot too. And I have it. I have it. And if you see that in the acrylic that I've got, far out, looks good. It looks amazing. I want it printed bigger now. Wow, there's a lot of... That cloud is a little bit killing my blue hour. It's almost too much cloud now. I thought it was going to break up a bit, but it hasn't. My tummy is grumbling. We might have to go out for dinner, Kath. My tummy's grumbling. Okay, let me show you what I've got. I'll show you what I mean by dynamic range. Phones don't, you don't see it on a phone, because a phone does all this processing. But on a camera, look at that. If I try and get some colour in my tree, sky is not completely blown out, but all along the horizon is blown out. And that's exposing for the sky. Okay. So cameras just, they can't do it. They can't. Phones can do it because they process. They sort of, cameras have built-in processors. The newer cameras, look, if you shoot in, if you adjust all of your dynamic ranges and, what do they call it? Is it dynamic? Not dynamic range. Dynamic something in your camera, then it will do it to your JPEG. So your JPEG, you can choose to have all that processed. That's looking nice over there. We're shooting in a RAW file. RAW files are flat and lifeless. And yes, you can lift your shadows, but I'm just fussy. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. Yeah, I like what's going on over there. I'm going to move. Oh, these midges are just... That's almost the sky that I'm talking about. Okay. Again, the phone's not doing it justice. Let me take a photo. Let's move around. That is kind of the sky that I want, but as you'll see, when we move around here, I don't like how the tree will mix in amongst the background. I love the foreground here though, because over here we actually get a natural puddle, a natural reflection. Look at that. That's kind of what I want, but now I've got this to deal with, which I don't like. I'll get the shot anyway, just to sort of show you. The tree in the middle. We do get some nice reflections here. Sink the try. This is very muddy over this side. Very muddy over this side. But yeah, that sky, that's the sky. Just refocus. Every time I move, just refocus. And expose from a sky. It's still too bright. It's not side-ish enough-ish. Yeah, that horizon is very bright. But let's just do a base exposure, and I'll show you what the sky should look like, because that is really nice. Again, I don't know if the phone will pick up, but it's the sort of colour that I want. There are blues and pinks up there. Yeah, you can't really see it that well, but yeah, so here, like, you get the natural reflection from that rock pool, but then the tree does get lost a little bit. Just, it loses its shape around this side. It's one of those trees that, yeah, that sort of around where we were before is the spot to be. And that's why this is so hard. That's why it's like trying to get the shot that I want. Everything just has to line up. Everything just has to line up perfectly, because I can't be over this way shooting. Can't be shooting too far back that way. I've got to be over there to keep all that mess in the background out of the shot. I'll just quickly try one here. Yeah, I think you should be able to see me. I'm going to try one here. Then we might wind it up because it's getting dark. Midgies are out. The old rule of thirds. It's my base exposure. 8 seconds, wow. It is getting dark. So thank you to everyone who joined in. We will wind it up very, very shortly. Yeah, I was hoping that cloud was going to break up. It's a bit too thick for my liking. A bit too thick. Yeah, like I love it from this angle. Looks quite nice, but yeah. I'm too fussy, that's my problem. I'm too fussy. All right, I am going to wind it up. So thank you again, everyone who popped in. Yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. Maybe. I'm not going to promise anything tomorrow night, but I might take the doggy out first and just see how she does react with a camera. I might take the old camera to tell the truth so she doesn't jump up on my new one. So yes, thank you everyone who was in here. Shout out to Kath again. Like I said, I'll give you a little something when we get home. Let me just, oh, come on, chat. The jetty shot. Love to see Neil doing a live stream at golf again. Yeah, well, I don't think I've played golf since that live stream. Bit rusty. It's a date, okay, good. Ultimate, there's another super chat. Ultimate, thank you. Another $2.99, thank you. We'll both be able to get dinner, Kath. We'll both be able to buy some dinner. Thank you very much. It's good. I actually see it flash up on the screen, which is very, very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Loving that sky now. Yes, I am too. I am loving that sky. And to be honest, I might get 1 or 2 more shots before I go. But yeah, it's doing stuff. Like I love this over here. It's nice. So yes, you can buy Kath something nice now. Exactly. Maybe not such a small present. It'll definitely be a surprise, but maybe not such a small surprise. Thanks, Pam. Look forward to, yeah, I'm going to get back onto these group sessions soon. I've just had so much on the weekends lately. Now that Jack's down on the sunny coast, he's been doing a few surprise visits, but yeah, I definitely want to get back into the group sessions. I might just start planning some and hope for the weather. It's all I can do, but I'm trying to save for new glasses. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Look, anything is, look, even just likes and views, I'm happy with. Yeah, thank you very much. All right, well, I am going to wind it up. I'm getting stuck in the mud and it's getting dark and I'm getting eaten. So yes, thank you all, and I will hopefully see you sooner than later. So stay tuned. All right, see ya.